Hello my friends, in today's episode on Grainificent, today I will be showing you how to load film into a Leica M-series film camera. The M-series M1, 2 and 3 are all the same exact camera. The main difference between them is the M1 series doesn't have an internal rangefinder, so you use this one basically guess the distance, range, focus and all that. It is a beauty. So I will be showing you how to load this beauty and unload it with film. On the bottom of the camera you have a screw over here. Flip it open, turn it counterclockwise as far as it can go, and that will allow you to open the bottom. Now when you open the bottom, you put it down with the lens facing down, and you can open the back just like that. You pop the hood. If it doesn't want to stay down, you can of course put it on an angle. On the bottom here, it shows you to cut out a longer film leader, but as you will see in this video, that is not completely required. That would be required in the older series Leicas, the 1, 2 and 3 series cameras, because they don't have this back door, so it is extremely hard to get it lined up on all the bolts here, the film for the leaders. But with the M-series, with this door on, it is extremely easy to do that without the long film leader, because as you see with me, I got preloaded film on this canister. It's old film, you can see it has already some photos on it, but as you will see, it's not hard to roll film onto the camera. So what you have to do is take out your pickup spool over here, and as you see, both have to go in this way with the tips pointing up. So the film has to go in through here like that, and onto here and onto the spool. So with both the tips facing down, you can find there's an arrow here, if you can see it, barely visible, and it has a lip over here to take up the film, because when the film goes onto here, it rolls it up this way just like that. So you have to put the film behind this lip over here that you see here, this lip. It's going to be a little bit tough because of course it holds on to the film very hard, so it's not going to be too simple of a process, because if it would be too simple, that means it could accidentally release the film. So you have to squeeze that film under there. There we go. Like you see, it's going in under there as far as it could go. There we go. As you see, the film is holding on inside there underneath, under that lip. You can pull it a little bit. If it's pressure on, that means it's in good. So as you see here, it's going across with the tips facing up. From the top here, it's going to the bottom over here. So that's how it needs to go in here. You can take out a bit more film, just not too much, because it has to go in evenly over here. And when it's coming in, just sliding it in right like that. Just slide it in all the way in as far as it could go. And as you see, you can take your advance lever and advance it a little bit to see if the pins are going into the sprocket holes. And you see it's winding on the film nicely. So with the film winding on, you close the hood. So when you want to close it, remember that the screw part is on the left side of the camera from the film canister side, and this top part is from the pickup spool side. So you put it behind this pin over here, closing it. This pin goes through the hole, because you can also, if you forgot which side goes where, on this side you got a round pin, or on some you might not have a pin at all, and this takes up a cut pin. You see, it's not completely round, it's flat on one side, so you will have that flat side pin over here, as you can see. So you put it to the flat side just like that, so it stays on. There we go. Keep in mind to keep your hood underneath so you don't accidentally close it with the hood not closed completely, because see, you could put it on and the hood is on here like that. You might slip accidentally underneath and then you will destroy your film. So make sure that the door is hidden underneath, and then you turn clockwise and you hide this. And at this point you can do, let's set it to a different time there. You can do 2 or 3 exposures. At this point you set your film counter to 0, and every time you take a new photo, the film counter will be advancing to let you know what frame you're on. And of course, the left side will be turning, letting you know that the film as well is advancing inside. When you get to the end, it tells you that you passed 35 and your winding lever doesn't want to advance anymore because there's no more film in the canister, and you want to rewind it all the way back into the canister. What you do is you raise this up just like that. You raise it up, and here on the front with the R, this is the release button to release the film so it can get winded back inside. So with your finger clicking the release button, you can just click it and release your finger. You don't have to hold it. And with this clockwise motion, it shows you an arrow here, reverse this way. If you don't got an arrow, then just remember it's clockwise. Holding your camera like this, it's going to be clockwise. And you keep winding it until you have resistance, because when you have resistance, you will know that it's pulling it out from the pickup spool that you had the hard time you had to press it in. It's going to be releasing at that time. There, we got resistance. It's hard to turn further. Just pull harder, or you can take out the film now. You can just pull harder to hear it release. There we go. We heard it release. At this time, I don't like rolling up the film completely into the spool. I like having the leader still sticking out. It's easier to take out the film later on for development because I reuse the spools. So now the film should come out released from here. Just like that. And now this film is ready for development. And here we can close it back up. You can load another film and continue your photography journey. This film is ready for development with the film leader sticking out a bit, so it's easier to spool on when you're doing your home development. And if you want to know how to do home development, you can watch other videos of mine to learn how. So if you like this video, leave a like, that helps out with the channel. And if you like film related content, please remember to subscribe so you don't miss any amazing content. And I hope you liked it. So see you in the next video, my friends. Take care.